Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, Muslims and Christians, I greet you with the greeting words of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. The theme or the subject which I am about to unfold is the civilized Zongo people vow to rescue Zongos. I have seen a video trending on a social media, and this video is about our sisters and brothers who took a bold step to stop drug users and drugs abuse in Zongo. According to them, they will whip anyone they come across using drugs. Even if the person report them to police, the police will do nothing to them because the Zongo chief is supporting their actions. So, as you can see, our Zongo is been polluted with a lot of drug addicts. And some people accuse our Imam and Sheikh and Doctor for not being able to resolve this canker permeating in Zongo society. Even some people go further to say that because of Islam, that is why Zongo is going backwards instead of going forward. So people accuse the Islam being our setback in Zongo society. In this time, there are a lot of people from Zongo who are living abroad who want to see the betterment of Zongo. And every group and every people approaches from different perspective according to their belief and their understanding. I don't think Islam as a religion is the cause of our being in Zongo. But I think, to be frank, our Imam and our chiefs and our opinion leaders, our Sheikh and Doctor are those who are not capable of solving Zongo problems, especially our Imam, Sheikh, and Doctor. As you know, they represent the psyche of the people, and anything they say, the people will listen to them. And I think our Imam also, they don't understand what is in the Quran al-Karim. As people used to say, you can find everything and anything in the Quran al-Karim. And why are we not using Quran al-Karim to better our Zongo society? Because I think it is lack of understanding. Reading Quran, interpreting Quran, it is different than understanding what you are reading and what you are interpreting. It's like an apprentice carpenter who is an apprentice. When he has hammer in his hand and he think everything it is a nail. As soon as he hold the hammer, he's hitting everything he saw and he think everything it is a nail. Our Imam, because of lack of understanding the Quran, what they do, they resort to making people afraid by saying that they will go to Jahannama, 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 they will go to hellfire. Because our Imam want to control the mind of our people and they don't know how to do. That is why they instigate fear in our people or they instill fear in our Zongo people. In Europe, there have been a survey or research made by scientists. This research was conducted for children living in Europe. When they told the children that when they steal and when they commit crime, they will enter hell and God will burn them in the hell and such thing. And these children continue committing crime and stealing. They don't stop it. So someone from outside look at the situation. He called all these children and tell them. He said, my children, you see, you are committing crime and you are stealing. The money you are stealing from women or from men, from the fathers and the mothers of children, when they go back home, they could not feed their children, and their children will go to bed with an empty stomach. Will you like this thing also to happen to you? When the children hear this, the children stop committing crime and stop stealing because they could show empathy with those children who maybe go to bed with empty stomach. But to scare them of going to hell, that does not deter them from stealing. So I think our Imam should find a way to approach our youngsters so that we can better our life in Zongo. As I said, I am not among those who are who accuse Islam of being our bane in Zongo society. I think if we use Islam, if we use Quran al-Karim, I think we will better our life in Zongo. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This is Quran 30 verse 120. Allah said, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسَكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُم مَّوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Allah said, and one of his signs is that he created for you spouses from among yourself so that you may find comfort in them. And he has placed between you compassion and mercy. Surely in this are signs for people who reflect. So Allah is telling us that he created spouses from among ourselves, and which is from among ourselves. It can be your tribe, it can be someone who respects you and someone who respects your value. This is what Allah is trying to tell us. And he has placed between you so that you may find comfort in them. So someone who is from your tribe, or someone who is civilized, someone who respects you and your value, such person will find comfort in him. And he has placed between you compassion and mercy. And also, you will find compassion and mercy in someone who respects your value. And maybe this could be your tribe, or could be someone who is civilized and who transcend cultural boundaries and such things. But unfortunately, in our Zongo, we are marrying wrong women, because these women are not from our tribe, or they don't respect our values. That is why when the marriage is not working anymore, then you see parents are divorced. And this divorce lead to homeless children and single mothers. So, and our imam also contribute in the divorce between men and women, because they don't have know how to solve marriage problem and divorce problem. So they make the situation worse. This also Quran 30 verse 22. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن آياته خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف ألسنتكم وألوانكم إن في ذلك لآيات للعالمين. Allah said, and one of his signs is the creating of the heaven and earth, and the diversity of your language and colors. Surely in these are signs for those of sound knowledge. So Allah is telling you, He created heaven and earth, languages and colors. In all these things are signs for those who have knowledge. Allah is telling us is for those who have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you will not understand the signs of Allah. And this is not about knowing how to read Quran and how to interpret Quran. It's about knowledge of what you are reading and what you are interpreting. You have to understand it. If you don't understand it, then you will be beaten about the bush. And what you can do, you can only come out giving dawah and fighting each other, fighting even within a Muslim fraternity. People are fighting each other because they don't understand Quran, and Quran has a lot to offer. Allah said in Quran al-Kareem, Surah Quran 55, verse 33, Allah is telling us, Ya ma'ashar al-jinn wal-ins, in istata'atum an tanfuzu min aqtari samawati wal-ardi, fanfuzu la tanfuzuna illa bisultani. Allah is telling us, oh, assembly of jinn and human, if you can penetrate beyond the realms of heaven and the earth, then do so. But you cannot do that without authority. So Allah is telling us, if you can use our ability, our knowledge to explore heaven and earth, we should do that. And Allah also tells us, We cannot do it without the authority of Allah. And this is understanding what is the authority of Allah. The authority of Allah means that you have to take a bold step. You have to take initiative. You have to fight. You have to try and be inventive, creative. You have to find out many things, and you have to take a risk so that you can better your life. And we can only do this when we put an effort, but not in our mosque and in our house, not going anywhere, just shouting in our mouths by virtue of khutbah or dawah, and then we are instigating people to fight. We are inciting hatred among ourselves. And you can see Sunnah is not in good terms with Shia. Sunnah is not in good terms with Tijaniya. There is an internal fighting within the Islam fraternity. And we focus only fighting each other. And it's a pity. Instead of letting our youngsters to use Quran, to be inventive, to be creative, we turn these our youngsters to be follow the crowd. You will see we allow them to join our fighting, and at the background they're just shouting Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, and they don't know what they are saying. That's why they said, for the lack of vision, my people will perish. This is a Quran, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, verse 17. A'udhu billahi minan shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Afala yanzuruna ila al-ibli kayfa khuliqat. Allah is asking us, do they not look at the camel, how they are created? Allah is asking us, instead of our imam, our sheikh, our doctor, to look at this question from Allah, so that we will understand what Allah is asking us. No, there is no imam, no sheikh, a doctor who has ever think about this verse in the Quran. Afala yanzuruna ila al-ibli kayfa khuliqat. Do they not look at the camel, how they are created? And this what the white people, the Europeans, look at this verse from the Quran. It means, did we not look how animal is created? So, because camel is in Saudi Arabia, so in your country, if there is a goat, it's the same thing. Or if there is a sheep, it's the same thing. If there is a cow, it's the same thing. They are asking, Allah is asking us, did we not look how camel is created, how animal is created? If we look how animal is created, there we can find solution for our health problem. Through surgery, and maybe also when there is a sickness in the whole world, like corona, they have test medicine on animal. When the animal respond to go to the medicine, then they will bring medicine into circulation. The same thing applies to AIDS. When they test this medicine on an animal and the medicine is working, then they will also give to human being to use. So Allah is asking us, Afala yanzuruna ila al-ibli kayfa khuliqat. And our imam, they do not understand this verse from Quran. And Allah said, وَإِلَى السَّمَاءِ كَيْفَ رُفِعَ. And the sky, how it raised. This is what European, Western countries went to the moon, went to the sky. Well, from this journey, we have satellite, so that we are now using mobile phone, we are now using laptop, computer, and all these things. It is how they go to the sky. That's why they have placed satellite there, and we are benefiting from it. وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ كَيْفَ نُصِبَتْ. And the mountain, how they are erected. You see the mountain, how mountain is erected. So you will see geologists. They are digging mountain to see what is in the mountain. Sometimes they will discover a lot of treasures in mountain. And this is why white people understand this verse Quran and they are benefiting from it. وَإِلَى الْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ سُطِحَتْ. And the earth, how it is spread. And these are geologists. And geologists also, they dig inside the ground. Sometimes they discover oil. Sometimes they know how long we have lived on this earth. And that is why sometimes they can tell you, when they discover the remnants of a human being, they can tell you how long did they live. They can also tell you what kind of tribe live in this area and such things. And that's why we know the whole Arab Gulf was inhabited by black people. And this comes through geologists. And this is a knowledge. And this knowledge, we lack it within the Muslim community. So I urge my sheikh, my imam, and my doctor from Africa to use the Quran al-Karim as a book of a science, so that our youngsters will benefit from it, instead of sitting in a mosque shouting and fighting with each other. And that will not bring us any good, but only harm. The drugs addicts in Zongo are not problem from the drug addicts or the users, but the problems are the dealers. If we really want to stop this drug menace in Zongo, we should wage war against the dealers. And most of them are Hajias, are Hajia. And these Hajias or the Hajia, they are the wife of Sheikh, chief and opinion leaders in our Zongo. There is an adage: when good men remain silent, evil will be committed, perpetuated, and finally visited upon them. So I think this fight and this initiative, we have to embrace it, we all from Zongo, to fight against these drug users in Zongo, and the drug addicts should be helped, because these children, we made them victims to become criminals, and criminals to become victims. It is a vicious circle, and there is no way out. But we can give them the way out. But I will urge my brothers and sisters who took this initiative upon them, that those drugs addicts, they cannot stop it instantly. They should get help, rehabilitation, gradually, so that they will be cured of this menace which is permeating in our society like a canker. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu.